What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money, covering trending topics from local to abroad. Politics, I'm asking the questions: who's fooling who? Sports, from soccer, boxing, and MMA, I cover it all. Monthly motivational talks to inspire you. One thing for sure, I bring the receipts. So like and subscribe to be part of the movement.
At White Knot Technologies, we specialize in bags, embroidery, branded wear, and screen printing. We provide the finest quality for affordable price and fast turnaround time. We make sure you'll be satisfied with your order. Visit us at 18 Fisher Avenue, Epping.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money himself, and I'm back at it again with another one. And this time around, I want to cover quickly the DA's Federal Congress, the Democratic Alliance Federal Congress that will be happening on the 1st, which is tomorrow, and the 2nd of April. What's happening here is just like what the ANC did. The ANC, I think they do their Congress in December. The DA is doing it now to say we are electing new leadership. Okay, so on the 1st, we'll be having an opening ceremony, the candidate speeches, which is very important. We want to hear what these candidates will be saying, what promises are they making to the DA's loyal, and what is it they think, why they think it is important for other people to vote for them. And then on day 2, obviously, we'll be having John Steenhuisen, who's the current leader of the DA. We'll be having his report, and then later at about 1:30, we'll be having the leadership election results. So I want to talk about two people, obviously, which is Mpho Palatse, Dr. Mpho Palatse, and John Steenhuisen, and how, if one of them wins, where it puts the DA in terms of percentage wise, numbers wise, and also in the eyes of white, black, colored, and Indian people, because DA is a multiracial country, a party, and it will be very interesting to see what will happen. It's for me, it's very interesting to see Miss Dr. Mpho Palatse going after Steenhuisen, because when you look in the DA, you ask yourself, where are the men? Where are the men? Why isn't there anyone challenging Steenhuisen? Is his appointment predetermined? Is Steenhuisen going to win regardless? What is going on? And you find someone like Mpho, and we saw as a former mayor of Joburg that this woman has got a bite. She's got a fight in her. She's a dog. She goes for what she believes. She's unapologetic when she speaks, and every time she speaks, you hear that sense of authority and a sense of I almost want to say dignity. You want to believe what she wants to say, what she's saying. So it's very interesting that she's coming, and I'll be very much very much glued on the screen to hear what she's going to say in a candidate speech. It's going to be very interesting. The problem with the DA I have is this multiracial, not multiracial, non-racial party, non-racial country. They are going for a non-racial party. The DA has to come to a realization that poverty has got a color, and the DA cannot erase the history of this country. We come from a history of apartheid. There is no two ways about it. There's no looking at it in a different light. There's no such thing. People were taken out of their land. People were taken out of their families. People lost their surnames. People lost their names. People lost their roots because of being moved around the country and almost being slaved in a way, and also not being allowed to be economical, to be active in the economy of South Africa up until late in 1994 going forward. And still, it became the black elites that could go and and fight the economical wars and win them. So there is a majority of black people that are still struggling. Majority of black people are going to public hospitals and suffering there in the queues just to get a panado and go back home. The majority of black people unemployed. The majority of the people who are voting for the DA are black people, believe it or not. The white people are at Freedom Front. Why? Because Freedom Front is unapologetical Africana. They're not playing around with what they stand for, and I respect it, and I want it. But with the DA, you don't get a sense of what is it that they are standing for, because there will always be a racial division in the DA. Now we are looking at Mpho Palatse as a black woman standing for the position. We don't look at her as a candidate standing. First is that thing of black that is sticking out, and is that thing of woman that is sticking out. Then you have John Steenhuisen, again, white male standing. DA, whether we like it or not, is a white party. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know. I don't know. For the DA, it looks like it's working. It's working. So it's a white party. Helen Ziller still there being the chairperson, still ruling from the background, and you still have John Steenhuisen. John Steenhuisen, for me, compared to Mpho Palatse, I think he will win. I think you will win because the powers behind the scenes want John Steenhuisen to win. It will not be um, a good signal to the white people of the DA if John Steenhuisen loses and Mpho emerges as the winner. It will be a big disaster. You will see DA. I mean, the past three elections, the DA has been going in 2016, 20. I mean, national elections and everything. The numbers of the DA has been going down, just like the ANC, gradually going down. So the DA has not been capitalizing on the downfall of the ANC, so to speak. And when it comes to the DA is counting that when the ANC goes under 50%, there will be a national coalition government. But that has nothing to do with the DA. The DA is somewhere there at 20 something percent. Should they want to win against the ANC, they will need the EFF, they will need the IFP, they will need many other parties to collide with them and do a collusion government. They're not going to be able to take down the ANC like that. ANC w- ANC will probably at its worst performance. That's my prediction. At its worst performance, will reach about 45% of the voters, and I honestly don't see ANC less than 45. If it's less than 45, it will be a disaster because the ANC will need to call on the EFF to join with them so that they can win the elections. But in terms of ANC under 50%, don't get too excited about that. The ANC can take what is Patricia Delel's party, the Good Party. They can take small other parties and give them position, just like they made Patricia Delel a minister of something. So we need to watch everything. The EFF has now positioned itself. They are ready and they are going to be running with programs going forward for 2024 elections. The DA, the DA step starts on this weekend. It starts with this federal congress, and after it's all gun blazing. The road is open. We have to know which direction is the DA going. Are they going to cover this thing of land? Can the DA even speak about land? The land issue. What are they saying about land? Is it supposed to be compensation without compensation or whatever? We don't know. We don't know. But because of not the majority, but most people in their party is white people. They have to tiptoe around that topic of land and the topic of racism, the topic of the history of our country. They can't just speak freely as if they themselves, some of the leaders, are not beneficials of white privilege and white benefits from the history of our country. It's your boy King053. Tell me quickly, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Mpho Palatse stands a chance? Do you think the DA is doing a great job with John Steenhuisen? Must they continue with him? I honestly think that he's the best leader for me right now for um, for being the leader. The DA's biggest mistake was letting Musima Imane go. That was their biggest mistake because I believe if he stayed until now, the DA will be strong, would have been strong enough to dethrone the ANC. It would have pushed close to the 30% mark, and that will be enough to take the ANC out. Because with the ANC going under 50, the DA with Musima Imane was going to be very powerful. But because, like Musi said, they say non-racialism, but they see race in the background, in the boardrooms. You feel that you are black, and the way Helen Zilla was speaking to them and on all that. I don't want to get into all that now. You heard what Musima Imane said. But it's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Money. Like, guys, if you like the content. And thank you guys for all the subscribers. I love you guys so much. You guys push me to work harder and harder every day. So more content is coming. I need to cover this thing of Oscar Pistorius also. Until the next time, salute.